Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we found Galvino's workshop, and here he is alongside this bronze golem. I believe she's called the Devil of Caroc. Very interesting. Now then, focus please. Uldrich said you could help me. Master Galvino, I would really appreciate your help. Please, diplomatic. Perception 14, you're upset. There's an old wound with stalwart then. Pathetic old fool, I knew you couldn't tell me anything useful. Again, she's a nosy bitch. You're upset? There's an old wound with stalwart then.
The spiteful imbeciles destroyed my career, ruined years of work. But let us focus on the reason for your visit, yes? The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some mouldering lord's keep.
He swats the air in front of his face.
But those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived, disciples of Abidan in the truest sense. They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
He holds his hands before him, and his eyes are wide with wonder. So how does one get into the fortress? Intellect 13, the dwarves themselves must have had a way of getting in, irrational. Get to the point already, aggressive. So that's why the dwarves disappeared. They got locked out of their own fortress, clever. No, we see problem. We see problem. And we shall attempt to solve it. The dwarves themselves must have had a way of getting in.
Perfetto! This is the crux of the matter.
He claps his hands together.
The Pargrunen of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants.
His mouth twists into a wicked grin.
Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers.
He pauses, watching your expression with a raconteur's glee.
The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls.
He raps on the mortared stone of his own home.
But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
Go on, so I need the door to recognize me. I sense a catch.
Traditional Aptapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from. That is why you need a cantec.
He holds up a twitching finger. If we had law, if we were a mountain dwarf, we would be able to participate more, but sadly not. What's a cantec?
Some liken it to a poem, others to an anthem. In reality, it is more than either.
He holds one hand out, turning it this way and that in a balancing motion.
A cantec is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold.
Ha! Seal your door with a key of words, and any liar can talk his way through. There's nothing built of words that won't break when the slightest stress is applied.
Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's battery, you would stand at the gate and recite its cantec.
He spreads his arms, his face aglow. Very well, where would I learn this cantec? Yawn, fascinating. What an incredible tradition, passionate. Thank you for sharing, that's very interesting. Diplomatic. I don't need the history, I just want to know how to get into Durgan's battery. No, we're a nosy bitch. We're a nosy bitch. I'm drawn to number 1. Ximena is passionate. I don't see her being passionate about this. And again, thank you for sharing. That's very interesting. This doesn't sound like Ximena. And we do want to know the history, because we're nosy. Very well. Where would I learn this cantec?
To learn the cantec, you must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's battery. A shame they are all dead, no?
He rubs his hands together, pacing.
But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot.
Derision curls his lips.
But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
You're an animancer, I'm a watch. I'm so tempted. This guy is... I don't think Ximena would necessarily want his help. I don't think she would want his help. This guy was enslaving people in a fashion. I don't think she'd particularly like him. And here he is, so smug in his own intelligence. I think she would want to rip the rug out from under him. I'm a watcher. The golem swivels her head sharply towards you. Her mask of a face and the glass eyes behind it betray no emotion, but it seems as if she's watching you carefully.
A watcher? Dwarves? If this is true, then you could find a sole descendant from Durgan's battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains.
Galvino rubs his gaunt, whiskered cheeks.
You would have to learn the cantec from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
Oh, awaken someone. How would I do that? So the cantec is all I need, but this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm drawn to number 3, but I'm also not drawn to number 3, because here's the thing, Ximena is under the assumption awakenings aren't permanent. That is what she wants to believe. That is what she is holding on to for dear life. The fact that, oh, well, I can be unawakened by the leaden key and I can go back to my former life and I don't have to worry about becoming like Merwold. Like, that is what Ximena is focusing on. I do think she would have some, she would definitely be reticent to awaken someone. Because she doesn't like the fact that she's awakened. She is shit scared of becoming like Merwold. And so because of that, I do think she would be like, oh shit, I don't want to do that to someone. I don't want to do that to someone. Maybe she's coming at this like, because I'm a watcher and I can fuck with souls, therefore me doing it might be permanent. But what happened to me was different because I saw a machine go all spinny, and I saw that guy, and that brought up memories, therefore it's a completely different thing, and that can totally be unawakened. But like me, because I'm a watcher and I'm fucking about with souls, like that might be more permanent. Like I think maybe that's how Ximena is trying to justify this, because she wants to know. She has questions and she wants to know the answers. She's not just gonna blindly be like, okay, how do I do this? She absolutely has questions. Yeah, I think she's probably trying to justify this in her head, why, oh, well, me doing it might be permanent, but what happened to me wouldn't be permanent, because reasons. I don't want to see it. Stick my head in the sand, la 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 la. But this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not.
His bony shoulders rise in a shrug.
That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no? It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but these are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus.
He removes his spectacles and polishes the dirty lenses with his tunic. So the cantec is all I need?
Who can say? None have yet opened Durgan's battery.
Galvino raises his hands, palms up.
But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
Where would they be? I found what was left of them, the journal and the tile.
Most interesting.
He adjusts his spectacles as he peers at the tile.
They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there.
He taps the tile. Awaken someone? How would I do that?
An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness.
He makes a bursting motion with his hands, splaying his fingers wide.
When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so.
He smacks his workbench with surprising vigor. Aloth flinches.
Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's battery, you will need to address that soul, preferably by name.
He folds his hands together, steepling his fingers.
But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories.
He leans forward, his back hunched.
These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person, and perhaps the condition in which they awaken.
He raises his hoary eyebrows and tilts his head back.
Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else.
He cackles again. You understand the consequences of an awakening as well as any, Ximena. Yet perhaps there's a benefit to the process as well.
Here, this has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
He rummages around and produces an unfamiliar device. I see. Thank you for your help.
You have much work ahead of you, as do I.
He nods and turns back to his desk.
I'm going with her.
Hello. The golem looks between you, her neck turning on its oiled joint.
You? Go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor, or has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
Galvino stares at her, agape.
No one will bother me while I'm with her. Besides, I can help her find people in Stalwart.
The golem's burnished face is eerily impassive.
You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
A frown sours on his lips as he taps his chest with a crooked finger. The golem says nothing, but her essence smoulders. Resentment rises from her in shimmering waves. She swivels her head to look at you. What's the story between you two? I'd like her to travel with me. I have no need of the golem's company right now, farewell. What's the story between you two?
This charming specimen is a convicted murderer. The Devil of Caroc, she's called.
Mighty fine of you to start with my good qualities, and you wonder why we don't get more visitors.
Killed over a dozen people before they finally caught up to her in Stalwart. Perfect company for lonely camps and mountain passes, no?
He nudges you, all the while grinning wickedly at the motionless golem.
Hey, I know how to start a campfire.
The only reason she's not a frozen corpse is because I convinced the old mayor to let me try an experiment.
A shadow passes over his face. You put a person's soul into a metal body. Why did you build her? Why is she called the Devil of Caroc? Aren't you afraid she'll murder you? That's all I wanted to know. You put a person's soul into a metal body? He leans back, raising his hand.
Into a work of art! Look at this! Craftsmanship worthy of a jeweler!
He traces the scrollwork that runs along the golem's jaw.
Fully articulated joints, capable of grasping a pen and writing her own name.
He grabs her hand and delicately bends her tapered fingers.
And of crushing your throat.
She snatches her hand away.
Show me another smith anywhere in the Deerwood who is capable of such delicacy and precision. She is a masterpiece.
Galvino steps back and takes a longer look at her. Why did you build her?
Why build a fortress or a village or anything? To make something that keeps, that...
A disgusted sigh rattles in his throat.
It was the early days of the legacy. My peers in the colleges of Animancy were filling the Hollowborn with the souls of animals.
He pauses, scratching his chin. You're right. By comparison, this sounds perfectly sane. He rolls his eyes.
I thought there was a better way.
He is silent for several seconds, his gaze growing distant.
One with a Plum Academy job back in Salona. Don't forget that part.
He glares at her with the narrowed eyes. Why is she called the Devil of Caroc?
She committed her first crime in the village of Caroc. Burned their family alive in their home.
He shrugs.
Did the same thing in half a dozen other villages, but their name stuck.
Okay. I take it your experiment didn't go over so well with the rest of the village.
Here we go.
She rolls her eyes, rasping them against their sockets.
They were going to stone her anyway. Why not allow her to be put to some useful purpose?
His lips curl back from yellowing teeth.
My life's ambition, to serve somebody's useful purpose.
I approached Mayor Sinahiod and begged. He saw the potential and allowed me the privilege of attempting my little experiment.
He sneers at the words and the indignity they recall. His shoulders are stooped and his teeth bared.
Then, I accomplished what few animancers have even dreamed of. No academic support, no patron. Just me in the middle of nowhere.
He jabs a finger into his concave chest.
Oh, now you got him all wound up.
I transferred a fully intact soul from a living subject to a fabricated body. She retained her personalities, her memories, all of it.
He claws at the air with one thick-veined hand.
Yet the villagers saw only a stolen corpse.
He throws up his hands. Aren't you? I mean, just because she murdered a few people doesn't mean she murders everyone. Ximena so far hasn't pulled any kind of schemes on her friends. Then again, they don't seem to... She doesn't necessarily seem to like him. Aren't you afraid she'll murder you?
She may be mad, but she's no fool. She wouldn't survive long on her own. If the villagers didn't send a hunting party after her, the Eramans would claim her. Her joints and mechanisms require maintenance, and she cannot perform all of it herself.
See, he's reminding me, in case I get any bright ideas.
That's all I wanted to know.
She's a fine specimen, her personality notwithstanding.
He waves one hand in a circular motion. The golem says nothing, but her essence smoulders. Resentment rises from her in shimmering waves. She swivels her head to look at... Yeah, fuck it. We don't necessarily like this guy. Let's take his golem. I'd like her to travel with me.
Quay? No. You don't know what you ask.
He shakes his head, waving his hands.
This woman, the devil of Caroc, she was a notorious murderer, burned people alive all over the region. Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her.
He straightens his back and looks you up and down, taking your measure. Perception 12. Let me parade her around town. It'll infuriate those villagers. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I'll pay you. Never. I'm not giving him money. We can trick him into doing this. Let me parade her around town. It'll infuriate those villagers. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
So you get use of the devil's services, and I get the satisfaction of knowing those stiffnecks are sweating through their small clothes, eh?
He sighs, but a smug grin has already worked its way across his face.
It's a deal.
Fine price for a blacksmith striker. Suppose I should be flattered.
And there you have it, a bargain.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you're a rogue. Hi. Oh, darling, you're not going to see much use because we've already got a party rogue. Oh no. I mean, I feel like I have to keep Zawa and Maneha in the party because, like, Maneha's personal quest is in this area. We haven't had a personal quest from Zawa yet, but I'm assuming we will at some point. And again, it will probably be for this area. I just got Aloth back. I'm not letting him go again. Like, he is my good friend. He is my best friend. Best buddy Aloth. I feel like oh no, but then I'd have no tank. Why is it only a party of 6? Why can't it be a party of however many I want? God, I'm sorry, idiot.
See you when I see you.
I'm sorry. He gives you a sardonic grin.
A moment. You are going back to Stalwart, yes? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
Galvino gives you a thoughtful frown. I mean, if you're paying. Tell me about this favor.
There is a man in the village named Grinde, the head fisherman.
I have not met this, but then again, I've not been to the fishery during the day. Maybe that's where he hangs out. He weaves his fingers together.
The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
His face crinkles in vicious glee. Seems like you have a history with Grinde.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me. Now I want him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles.
What exactly do you want me to do to him?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is, and let him live with the disgrace.
He points vaguely in the direction of the village, his thin arm trembling.
He's always been a ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery.
And so he's addicted to ripple sponge, which does sound like a cake. Like, if I were in a tea shop and they were like, oh, would you like to try our ripple sponge? I would think they were offering me cake. Like, I'm just saying. So he's a drug addict, but he's a drug addict to a drug with a very nice name, and he can live his life. He's living his life. How is this shameful? How is this shameful, sir?
But he keeps a stash in the fishery, sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later. I want you to expose him. Go to the fishery after dark when it's empty. Find his ripple sponge and show it to Renengild.
I see.
Do not answer me now. But when you return to that festering eyesore and smell the stink of fish that hangs in the air, consider what I've said.
He grins.
Besides, you appreciate a good joke, don't you? Dwarves, this will be a great one. But be sure to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day.
Okay. You have so many questions. And I'm going to ask all of them, just in case anything new has popped up. I had questions about the Devil of Caroc.
As must the gods themselves.
He looks to the ceiling and opens his hands. Enough about her. Let's discuss another matter.
Something else? Quay.
Tell me again about how to awaken someone.
You're the Watcher, so you know better than anyone, Dwarves. You must find a sole descendant of one of the Dwarves of Durgan's battery. Talk to the villagers, look into their souls, whatever it is you do.
He waves a hand.
When you find such a one, remind the sleeping soul of its old name. Awaken it thus, and it can teach you the cantec.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm suspecting that old woman who was kind of deaf. She was the oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Brain, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Brain. Work with me here. Overseer, there we go. She was like the overseer of the mine. Because I'm kind of thinking, what's her purpose here? What's her purpose? You're taking up space in the game. For what reason? Why have they programmed you in? So I'm kind of, I've got my eye on her and I'm thinking, I wanted to know more about the expeditioners who came to you before.
As would I, but there is little to tell. They never gave their names.
He tugs at his whiskers.
But they seem to know more about the battery than the others, which is unusual because they did not seem like typical adventurers.
He raises his snowy eyebrows.
Their hands were smooth and marked with ink, not scars, and they traveled light. Unusually so.
He rubs at his chin. Unusual indeed. What do you suppose they were looking for?
Val himself could not have said, and I haven't the time to concern myself with the business of strangers.
What were those constructs I encountered in your workshop?
Other projects, they are none of your concern.
He waves a hand and looks quickly away from you. Perception 15, you seem pretty eager to change the subject. Perception 14, other projects like the Devil of Caroc. The villagers don't trust you. Do those constructs have something to do with it? Never mind. You seem pretty eager to change the subject. He mutters furiously under his breath, raising his hands to the ceiling.
For years I've been trying to create another like the Devil of Caroc. Yet those post-Enagos in Star-Wars destroyed my machinery.
His drooping skin trembles in his rage.
Now, I can only create these broken, mindless things. The devil remains my most perfect creation.
His lips twist with the taste of something bitter. Well, I mean, we know where he's getting them from. He's been kidnapping people. Why do you need more golems?
I can't present the Devil of Caroc to the academies, can I? A mad woman and a murderer? No. I need to bring a success to the republics.
He rubs his hands together, frowning. I mean, considering the other people you've got, you've been kidnapping them. All of them's like, oh, this was a bandit. This was someone who tried to rob me. If you bring them back, they're like, oh, excellent. Like, how are you doing? He kidnapped me from my life. I'm here against my will. That's not going to look very good, is it? I mean, we know, but maybe we want to hear it from him. Wait, where have you found the souls to create these other golems?
Smugglers, slavers, fugitives. The kind of riffraff that pass this way. Rarely missed, and good work to keep my little devil busy.
I mean, if you want to go after slavers, fuck it, fair play. Fair play, we don't like those guys. But, like, smugglers, fugitives, bandits even, like, they deserve their freedom. Slavers don't because they're engaging in slavery, but everyone else, like, they deserve their freedom. I've heard enough. Galvino is already lost in thought, his eyes twitching at some mental calculations. Farewell. Okay. Okay, and now you've leveled up, right? Ooh, the one that got away. Keep an eye on the Devil of Caroc.
I shall be discreet.
Now then, don't mind me. I am going to... Hey, get out of there. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ooh, the dozens. Some scrolls. And nature. What do you think you're doing? I'm stealing from you, my friend. You're not stopping me. This appears to be a crude rendering of the mountains surrounding Durgan's battery. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, now we could go back down to Stalwart. However, I'm thinking we have a whole ass mountain. We have a whole ass mountain that we could be looking at. Where? There are the stairs. I'm thinking I want to finish exploring this map, I think. And then we'll head back to Stalwart. You know what, let's take a look at Galvino's uses 100 per encounter. Okay. Area of effect 12.4 meters from radius. Radius from caster. Galvino created this strange device to detect souls that dwelled in Durgan's battery during a previous life. It sends out a pulse of energy generated by memories from soul fragments Galvino collected in the device's Ardra shard. The individual's dormant life resonates with the echo by momentarily pushing forward through their present life sea of consciousness. The subjects are not aware of what is happening, but the disturbance can be perceived through special lenses or, luckily, the eyes of a watcher. Okay. I would assume probably what I think is probably going to happen. There are going to be a few options for us to go for. I would assume with some people like.
That was way too much blacksun.
Stop getting high. Stop it, sir. Ooh, hello. Don't mind if I do. Lifting up a corner of the tarp reveals a jumble of rusted metal alongside the firewood. Okay. That's very nice.
I shall be discreet.
Now then, I only have 15 seconds on my timer, so I will bring this episode to a close right here. Let's have a read of something. There we go. Yeah, I remember reading this. Journal page. And then, okay, so we're out of codex entries. Okay, this looks new though. Day 4 took down another stag today. Still not enough hides to make this trip worth it. Day 6, blizzard coming, staying put until it passes. Day 9, close call with a pair of ogres, lucky they didn't see us. Day 11, tracking a large bear that Nurin spotted from the ridge. Might even be Greyjaw. My grandfather told stories about him. Wouldn't that be something if we were the ones to finally kill him? Day 12, it's definitely Greyjaw. We're dangerously close to the ogre cavern, but we've got Greyjaw trapped and his hide is too valuable to pass up. The 3 of us should be able to handle one, but yeah, no, I killed him. I killed Greyjaw. Rip those guys. Okie doke. But yes, I will bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we'll have a spree of leveling everyone up, and we will continue exploring this area. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.